All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it again, bringing you another trade review video. And in this video, a couple trade reviews. We are going to talk about New Zealand USD, that's plus $400. And then this one, where's this one? Aussie New Zealand pound USD, which is $755. So we're going to do two trade reviews. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank you so much for Cam, the Trading Nut podcast, for having me on his video. Basically, a challenge where he takes the previous people he has interviewed and he puts them into a 5 trade scenario. He gives you 5 pairs. You don't know where in the chart that he's starting you on, and you've got to trade the chart. I traded it. I went 4 for 5, 80% win rate. I took over first place. There's been about 8 people that have gone through his trading challenge so far. So now your boy Moneyball Austin is now in first place, holding, I think, the total returns at 7.7% return with 4 out of 5 trades winning. So I just want to say thank you very much, Cam, for having me on. I recommend everybody to go check it out here. He has a large following, 33K subscribers, so I'd appreciate if everybody from here who hasn't seen it, go down there, drop a like, watch the video, help him with the view time, the likes and all that. It's a great 1 hour and a half long video talking about my trade setup, kind of us just talking about trading, and then we go through 5 trades. All right, so a lot of people are new to my trading channel, so I thought we would just kind of start at ground zero, talk about supply and demand, and go through the trade reviews. Okay, and if anybody here that hasn't seen my trade reviews or doesn't understand that I trade supply and demand, I have a full-on playlist on my YouTube channel, Moneyball Austin. You guys know. Go to playlist and then type in, or not, you don't have to type in, just click on tips playlist. This will go through everything. What is the supply and demand analysis? How to identify zones, confirmation, how to determine if price is turning here and not there,
Hello and welcome everybody.
my top-down trading analysis. What else is there? Trading psychology. It's an excellent playlist for supply and demand. I have people telling me, they say, man, I can't believe this is free. I spent $2,000, $10,000 on my education, and I could have gotten this for free here. So recommend checking that out. And on top of that, if you really want all these videos into one, but more detail, then I offer a free little masterclass on top of that, going through supply and demand basics, multiple time frame analysis, and an inside look at the weekly and trade reviews. Okay, so enough is enough. Let's get straight into it. Trade reviews. So the first one I only took one today. Today is Thursday, October 1st, so we're starting off the month strong. I saw price coming into my higher time frame demand zone. Here it was a 4 hour uptrend. Prices came back down into this area of demand here. So that's telling me in my brain, prices are coming back down into an area of higher time frame demand zone. That's telling me I want to be a buyer. I see a lot of people that go on like trade reviews or like the Trading Nut podcast or any other trading show, and they talk about their trade reviews or what their setup is, and they don't even like explain to people about how they come to step 3. They just go right to step 3. They say, oh, here's support and resistance, I'm selling here because there's a bullish divergence. I have no idea. I don't even get that kind of stuff, so it honestly goes way over my head. So you really got to dumb it down and start from ground zero and kind of talk about, like, well, who is actually making these moves in the, in the market. If we understand, if we're trading the forex market, and I believe this is about $6.6 trillion is circulated in the whole currency market every 24 hours. All right. Retail traders are not making these strong moves. They are not making these strong moves. Okay. That's big money. So I just want to be on the same side as the big money. If they were looking for buying opportunities back here, then I want to be looking for buying opportunities if and when prices come back into that area, right? You might be thinking, well, how can you tell if they're buying? It will show it on the price chart. You will see these big moves. Let me just draw. You will see on these big moves. These are big candlesticks. That's people pushing buy, 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 buy. That's people pushing sell, 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 sell. That's a millions of dollars trying to sell right here. Okay? So here on my higher time frame, on my 4 hour time frame, when prices come back down to this area, that's telling me, hey, they were buying here before. I want to be a buyer. That's basically just what I'm thinking. Prices are inside area of demand. I want to be a buyer. So after prices come inside to my area of higher time frame demand zone, that's telling me I want to be a buyer. So what I do now is I go down to a lower time frame. That's multiple time frame analysis, and I wait for prices to show me evidence of buyers coming in. I don't want to just personally just push the buy button. All right, I want to see evidence of buyers starting to step in. And the type of evidence we're going to see is this is what you're going to see on the smaller time frames. Right? Price starting to turn from inside out. You're going to see breaking momentum lines and removing opposing supply zones. That's exactly what you saw. Where is this? This video. Here in Aussie USD, the exact same setup I was taking every single trade. Momentum was to the upside or downside, and I was trading inside my higher time frame supplier demand zone. So here in this orange box is my daily supply zone. So that's telling me I want to be a seller in here. So I was a seller here on this pullback right here. Why? Because now it showed me evidence of sellers coming in on a smaller time frame. Before that, we really didn't get any evidence of sellers coming in. Right? I wanted to see a clear evidence of structure breaking, upward trend lines being broken, and demand zones being removed. I really didn't see that until here. Okay, sold the pullback and I got out around 2 to 1. Same thing with where is this one? Kind of right here. Hopefully the ad doesn't pop up. Okay, yeah, so I can't skip again because I got an ad coming. Same thing here. Price coming up into my higher time frame supply zone, breaking that upward momentum, removing areas of demand. All right. I want to be a seller. I believe that was a winner. There was 5 trades taken, so go back and look at them if you want for extra trade reviews. But I have a lot of extra trade reviews. I have about 20 trade review videos on my YouTube channel. So where was I? Pound USD, I saw the evidence of buyers starting to step in, breaking momentum, removing opposing supply zones. So I bought the pullback right here. Got out at a 2 to 1, about 800 bucks. Obviously, it would have been really nice if I could capture that move. Like that could have been like a $3,000 trade, easy. Maybe like $5,000 trade, but can't win them all, right? 2 to 1, just take the profit, get out, wait for the next trade. All right, one good trade at a time. That's what I try to go for. Okay, another trade was New Zealand USD. I posted this on my Twitter, so I thought I would just include this one, show you guys the profits on it as well. New Zealand USD, 400 bucks. Price is coming here, top right here, guys. Multiple time frame analysis, weekly time frame. Look, very strong leg out. Let me do this so I can draw on it. Ooh, that's a horrible arrow. I'm having a beer right now, so just don't worry about that. I blame the beer. Very strong leg out, right? Weekly time frame. That's billions of dollars coming into the market. That's a lot of buyers coming in. And those buyers started down here. All right. So if and when prices come back, that's telling me I want to be a buyer. Okay. Prices came back down into it. So what is that telling me, guys? I want to be a buyer. Perfect. Price comes down into it. I went down to my 4 hour time frame now. Before that, I was on the weekly. Now I went down to my 4 hour. I see evidence of buyers starting to step in. Remember, we talked about evidence. What we want to see is this happening. Trend lines being broken, momentum lines, trend lines being broken, supply zones being removed, catch the pullback, right? Here, very tight momentum line. We removed an area of demand. I bought the pullback here, okay? If you go down to the 1 hour, you will see this a lot more clear. So we could actually see, let's do that. New Zealand, now it's looking really good. 4 hour time frame. I know some people that are still holding this, they're doing really well. But if we go down to the 1 hour, you'll really start to see what I mean, right? Exactly what I always talk about in that video with Cam. This is what you want to see. You're going to start to see these pivots being broken. Catch the pullback, right? That's what you're going to start to see. And do you start to see that? Or do you see that, I should say? Here's that big momentum line, very tight momentum line, aggressively down. We got the strong rally, right? This is the strong rally by the pullback, right? Price turns from inside out, okay? And if you guys are still a little bit confused on that, like I said before, I have a whole YouTube video playlist on this, talking about multiple time frame analysis, day trading versus swing trading, confirmation, fresh zones versus tested zones. It's an excellent tips playlist I have. Okay, if you guys ever have any questions about it, you can follow me on my social media and ask me questions. I don't mind. I'm not going to be the type of person that says, you got to pay me 500 bucks to figure out the answer. No. So if you guys want to take the free little mini course that summarizes everything up in about four 45-minute videos each, lesson one's 45 minutes, lesson two is about 45 minutes, and so on, then I strongly recommend taking the mini course as well. All right, I go into it more in detail and kind of talk about everything in here. Okay, so I will let you guys go with that. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow is Friday, October 2nd. So enjoy the weekend. Thank you so much, guys. Both trades coming out winners. Obviously, I don't win them all. Like, that was a loss. That was a loss. That was a win. That was a win. Right? So clearly don't, but because I posted New Zealand USD and pound USD, I thought I'd just show you the proof on that. But yes, I do lose some trades as well. All right. I don't like to just sit here and talk about only winners. I hate people that do that. Maybe in my next trade review video, I will talk about one or two losers. Okay. Cheers. Thank you so much. Hit the like button or the dislike button, whatever you want, and make sure if you guys could check out that video with Cam. I appreciate it. Let him know. Send him a message saying it was a great video. Thank you so much. All right. Cheers.